All right, we are back at halftime. Halftime score is the Armstrong Riverhawks 28, the Highlands Golden Rams, clad in those wonderful camo uniforms, 14. Our halftime stats tonight will be brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops. Being elite starts at any age. We train our players to be the best basketball players on the court and the best versions of themselves off the court. Here's Mike Choma with those stats. We time that out okay?
I've been told to be more optimistic, so here we go.
I was too. I was admonished.
Armstrong has 10 first downs. Highlands has 8. Yards rushing, Armstrong only 64, Highlands 90.
That's good.
Passing yards, Highlands 111, Armstrong 257. Total yards, 201, Armstrong 321.
Third downs. We mentioned the Highlands defense has been great on third down. Armstrong only got the third down twice, which is pretty hard to believe. They were 1 for 2. Highlands was 2 for 5. Penalties have Highlands 7 for 50 yards. They had some clock problems and things along those nature. Armstrong 2 for 20. Neither team had a turnover, although Armstrong did muff a punt. But Dean, here is my favorite stat of the first half. Armstrong scored 28 points with 7 minutes and 17 seconds of possession.
That's crazy. My enthusiasm got to me, Mike. Thanks for taking it.
Yeah, it's 16:43 for Highlands on that one. So we'll talk about Caden Olson. He threw the ball 9 times. He completed 6 of them for 257 yards. And 2 touchdowns. He ran for one himself. I'm sorry, he threw 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Isaiah Brown twice, and his brother Ian Olson had 1. The Rams touchdowns, Timmons threw 119 yards to Hewlett. Randolph a 7-yard run. That's what closed the half at the 119 mark. And Babinsack added both extra points. Aaron Randolph has 43 yards on the ground. Chandler Timmons has 49 on the ground. Chandler 4 for 10, 84 yards, breaking the all-time AK Valley passing record held by Eris Hazley of Deer Lakes. And Aaron Randolph was 2 for 2 for 27 yards, throwing the football for Highlands. Hewlett caught 2 for 54. And those were the big gainers in that first half. Visit MasonElite.com for more information on their kindergarten through 12 grade skills development. It's going on now through the end of the month at the Mills Mall at the entrance North 3. So now, I suggest an onside kick.
There you go.
Because
that's very optimistic.
Because so far, and I'm gonna fall off that wagon. Because so far it hasn't mattered where we've given them the ball.
Yeah, let's see if we can stop them here to start the second half. Come on, we were down more to this team before or later, so.
Onside kick, here we go. Babinsack will kick it. And he boots a short one there, just a squibbler, it's loose. Taken by Kyan Klein, and he gets back to the 30-yard line. Signorella and Hades are in there for Highlands. First down, Armstrong. Now I think some decisions have to be made by the Highlands defensive staff in the locker room and see what they were. Do you want to soften your defensive backs up a little bit and maybe try to let them get stuff in front of you and then tackle the catch? Or if you're gonna play a lot of one-on-one, I start bringing the kitchen sink out.
Yeah, we did last time, Mike, in the last drive. Hades and Wong got to the Olson. Let's see what they do now. They're coming out.
I think the thing that bothered the Highlands defense the most, Dean, was how fast they were going. Now they're going to run it to Klein on a little pop pass out to the 33-yard line.
Bender and Timmons make the stop after a short gain.
2nd and 7.
And Mike, they're still going fast. They are not taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah,
I'm up 2 touchdowns. Well, guess what? They come to the line of scrimmage now. Now they take their time.
Remember,
empty backfield.
When the Highlands come back 2 years ago, they wouldn't run the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Olson is back. Here they come. Hit as he throws off the fingertips. Olson.
He's down.
No, he's upset he missed him. He'll be fine. He's upset he missed him. He had that ball right on the fingertips of his brother Ian Olson, so he's probably going to let him have it.
Leslie brought the heat that time.
Well, it's a delayed blitz. It's what they did on the last one when they got him, and that was Long that came delayed. And this time it was Leslie. It's almost like they're hanging back in the weeds, kind of get lost behind the defense, and then come later.
Big third down here, Mike. They stop him early. Make this ball game. Big
Olsen
third
is
down.
back. He has all kind of time. He's going to throw it. Brown is out there. He's got it. Touchdown.
Been all night long, Mike, and it continues here.
67 yards to Brown, his third of the night.
Isaiah Brown has had a big night.
327 yards passing for Caden Olsen.
Yeah, Mike.
And you gotta hit the receiver, and they're just getting by. They're getting free releases.
And remember, in high school football, grab that guy. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Exactly. Isaiah Brown has the hat trick. Caden Olsen's thrown for 4. It's 34-14. And the extra point on the way. And it is good by Hunter Reed. And that took 37 seconds.
Ouch.
So now they have 7 minutes and 54 seconds time of possession and 35 points.
Well, Mike, the top 5 in 4A has no change, but this keeps up. It will change. Aliquippa's number 1, McKeesport 2, Central Valley is 3, Highlands 4, West A is 5. When you talk about big game hunting this week, the next 2 weeks in the Parkway Conference, Mike, Central Valley plays West Allegheny tonight and Aliquippa next week.
67 yards, Brown from Olsen.
And getting back to our conference, Mike, again, we mentioned 3 teams. Mars, Hampton, and North Catholic are tied at 2-2 with 2 weeks to go. There cannot be ties that all 3 teams would go. That goes to the Gardner point system. Why don't you explain that a little bit?
Well, right now what we have there, and I have it here somewhere, because I was prepared for this. North Catholic, Hampton, Mars are all 2-2. North Catholic's playing Indiana tonight at Indiana, then they'll play Mars next week. North Catholic has already beaten Hampton 13-7, so they have the upper hand on that one. Hampton is at Mars tonight, and that's a big game there too. Here's the thing. If Highlands isn't careful, if Hampton beats Mars tonight, and then if Highlands loses tonight and Hampton beats Highlands next week, you're going from the championship game to finishing 3rd in 2 weeks. And that might take a home game away from you. And things really fall apart quickly if that happens. So and that goes to, no matter what the scoreboard says in this game right now, these guys have to keep playing right now.
Top 3 teams get a bye, and then we're talking about if you finish in 4th place, Mike, you can actually get 2 home games, and that would be first round game. Of course, you have to win that, and if you win that game, then you would have to play a winner below you, and that lower seed would come to your place. So 4th place and get 2 home games.
Yeah, they did that last year. That's what happened with Hampton. Hampton went 9-0. They won the Greater Allegheny. They didn't get a bye, and then they did get to 2 home games. They had to play Plum the first game. Remember, we had 5 teams get in last year, and so that could happen. Now, Armstrong finished 2nd last year, which is kind of the position that Highlands looks like they may be going into now, if they could do that. And in that case, they got the 6th seed. Won the first game at home and then had to travel for the second game. They played to 3 and lost. Now Noah Leslie's on the table. Here's the kickoff by Reed. Let that go. It's going out of bounds. This is Burford at the 20. And he gets right to the 35, right where they'd have been anywhere. So, okay. So it'll be first down Highlands. Rex Harmon made the tackle.
He's wearing a hood, Mike, and unfortunately, boy, you get grabbed by that thing.
Well, it's helping me. First down Highlands on their 36.
Here's something interesting, Mike. We've returned 6 kicks tonight already.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
Aaron Randolph has gone to black socks. Thanks, Ken.
Still wearing number 1, though.
He's the sidecar. Timmons the quarterback. 1st and 10 at the 36. White, the motion man. And Randolph cuts it back outside 40, 45.
Got back in.
50. They really can't get a hold of him. One thing I noticed about Aaron, he still has an orange undershirt.
And he hasn't gone down.
No. He's to the 48-yard line. 16 yards. First down, Highlands.
9 rushes, 60 yards to Randolph. And again, how does it not been a problem moving the ball tonight? It's been a problem stopping the other team.
Yeah, the sad part about this is they are moving the ball offensively. 9 first downs. First down at the Armstrong 48. Timmons is back. And he pumps. Nobody open. Now he fires late, and it is at the turf. What's the call? Incomplete. Signorella was the intended receiver at the 35. Second down and 10 now for Highlands. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 10-11 left, third quarter.
Chandler now 5 for 11, 84 yards. And 1 touchdown. And again, became the AK Valley leading passer career-wise here tonight. But I think you'd trade a little of that for a win, huh?
Tyler Bender is playing left guard in place of Leslie.
And we had Wintle before.
Bender back to wearing 78 to get on that offensive line for the Rams. False start against Highlands. Back it back across the 50.
7 penalties now for 55 yards.
Well, Leslie's coming back in.
Bender changed Mike to 78 because of Leslie's injury. He may come back and put 26 on now.
Second and 15.
He's basically playing tight end with the ineligible number, Mike.
Yeah, they could call them for this. You know that. They could call him. They could call them for that. This is Timmons on a keep. 40, 35, 30, and dragged down by Isaiah Brown at the 29-yard line.
18-yard pickup for Timmons.
The Armstrong 29-yard line. Blue Rams, first down.
He now leads us in rushing with 63. Randolph has 60, both on 9 carries. Chandler 7 yards a run. Again, we have to start going quick here, Mike. Got to get Armstrong's pace in the first half. Trailing here 35-14, 9:30 to go in the third quarter.
Timmons is going to keep it. Oh, breaks a tackle with some strong running. And gets it down to the 25-yard line. Owen Kamer and Ethan Chrisman, a couple of senior defensive linemen, combined to make the tackle. And now, boy, Noah Leslie's being an Oreo in there right now. He has hobbled something fierce. Now we have an official's timeout. Now they're getting it back.
Interesting.
First and 10 at the make it 2nd and 6 at the 25. .8:45 left, third quarter. 35-14. Burford in motion. He's back. He looks. He's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be caught for a Highlands touchdown.
Signal touchdown, Mike. Looks like Hewlett again.
It is Hewlett. Back at the goal post. And the Rams on a 25-yard strike from Timmons to Hewlett are right back on the scoreboard.
Again, that has not been the problem, Mike.
Hewlett's got 3 for 70 and a couple of touchdowns. Signorello will hold it. Babinsack kicks it. It's on its way and it's good. At 8:24 left in the third quarter, it's now Armstrong 34, 35, and Highlands 21. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Trying to manage your family as its challenges, and the Lucchinos help you find proven financial solutions to help you get the most out of your benefits. Joe and Joe always know. Joe and Brendan always know. They're all down there.
Yeah, sitting down there watching.
Saw them. They were looking for you. So they're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Or give them a call today, 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today. 35-21 in a shootout here at Highlands.
I have Chandler 6 of 12 for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. And again, Mike, gotta stop them on defense.
Ken tells us we Bender back to 26.
Yep, there's 2 sets of shoulder pads down there, Mike, with different uniforms on them. Mark Kenzanowicz talking to his defense, imploring them to get a stop.
Timmons has thrown 2 touchdowns now, both to Hewlett. And Babinsack's 3 for 3.
That accounts for the 21 points along with the Aaron Randolph 8-yard run before the half. Thought that might have been a spark, Mike, to help the Golden Rams here.
Highlands is in the playoffs for the second straight year, as you mentioned. Matt Bonoslawski becomes the first coach in school history. He's the 10th coach. He's the first one to get to the playoffs in his first year. So that has never happened before, so that's something different this year. 23rd playoff berth for Highlands in their 55 years of playing football here.
While we're at it, Mike, Freeport, they're celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. How many times have they been to the playoffs in 100 years?
Ooh, that's a good one. Freeport.
Yep, they've won 575 games.
I'm going to say 45.
I was surprised, Mike. 31, that's all.
Oh, how about that? Well, you know, back in the day, you had to be undefeated conference champion to get in.
Yes.
Because Highlands has won 4 conference championships. Of course, the first one was in 1976 under Fran Rogel. They finished their regular season at 7-0-2. Lost their first ever playoff game to Plum. Again, I implore you, onside kick.
Yep, we got it.
It doesn't matter where you give them the ball. That's been proven. And he bangs a squibber. And it's Kyan Klein at the 24. Tries to fight through there, up over the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Long on the stop.
And Bender.
Long and Bender.
Old number 26. By the way, some leather-lunged fan down there, you know what he just yelled? Watch the pass.
You think?
So, let's try that one. First down, Armstrong at the 36. Olsen back there all by himself. He's back. Here they come. He's going to run a screen, and this is Brown. Oh, they set that up beautifully. Up over the 45 with a marker down.
Marker late.
He may have had a man downfield. Let's see.
Randolph makes a stop. Let's check the flag.
They had to have a lineman downfield is my guess. Now, of course, the longer they talk, they'll pick it up and say there was no flag. Let's see.
Nope,
there it is. An eligible man downfield. Tom Trilly, our referee tonight.
Well, Mike, if we can't stop, maybe they'll stop themselves.
Well, we haven't had any help from them. They haven't turned it over, and it's only their 3rd penalty. Five-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
First and 15 for the Riverhawks. 8:09 to go. Well, if there's anything good for Highlands to try to mount a comeback here, there is molasses in the clock. We might be here till midnight.
With 3 timeouts for TV every quarter. It takes a while.
And now the officials are having a conference. They got everything straight?
Looks like it.
A major caucus.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. 1st and 15. They shuttle signals into Olson.
And a line doesn't go into a huddle, Mike. They just turn around and look.
Looks like I got a couple guys over there that work for PennDOT doing it. Olson back.
This
Now he's hit as he throws, and it is caught by Klein. High points it and pulls it in at the Highlands 40-yard line and finally dragged down at the 38. Olson just threw it up for Graggs, and Klein bailed him out.
He's had a night. White and Johnson on a stop, but again, not until they get into Highlands territory. Here they go again, Mike. Screen
1st and
pass
10 at
this
the 39.
time.
They run the screen to the right side. It's Ian Olson. He's on his way. 15-10. Touchdown.
Penalty marker.
39 yards. Let's see what the flag's about.
And Mike, that time, number 78, Rocco Schwartz is way down the line, but they didn't catch it. That touchdown's going to be good.
So they're saying it's against the Rams.
How many yards in that play, Mike?
39.
Ian Olson getting his second of the night. And what a night for Caden Olson.
397 yards passing.
That is very impressive.
Well, that took them 2 plays that time. They're slacking.
The thing about it, Mike, they just don't take their foot off the gas pedal.
They have been pointing to this night all year, and you can see it. The kick by Reed is good. 7:29 left, 3rd quarter. Your score: Armstrong 42, Highlands 21. Timeout. We'll be back. We're back at Golden Rams Stadium, and Armstrong is looking like the St. Louis Rams back in the early 2000s. They are just rolling them up. Well, the penalty that was against Highlands, that 15-yard penalty that was on the touchdown, was assessed on the kickoff, so they will kick it off from the 45-yard line. Maybe they'll want to try an onside kick. I still haven't figured out why Highlands isn't doing it. Hunter Reed, and he'll be around a while. Hunter Reed is just the sophomore.
With the penalty, they're
and
really
he does
close,
kick an onside kick. It's not
go
going 10.
Yards.
It's going backwards. Somebody, there you go. And it.
Well, that kind of.
Have you ever seen an onside kick go backwards? We just did. We put some serious English on that, didn't they?
There's a marker on the flag.
Yes, so Highlands actually can have the ball where it lies. So they could take it at the 46.
I think they're going to do that right there, Mike. Take it right at the 46.
And again, the Rams just have to keep playing. They got to keep scoring. First down at the 47. Because tonight, I mean, the offense is rolling up yards. And this defense can give up points. They've given up 2 games this year where a back's gone 200 yards on them, including Evan Wright last week against Mars.
He had a big game.
Then Taquai Hayes did it for Aliquippa in the opener. This is Randolph. And Randolph is close to the first down. They throw him into the bench over there. Pushed out of bounds by Ian Olson, who came up from his cornerback spot. Ian Olson's only a sophomore.
I wonder if he has a quarterback in him, Mike. They're going to give him 10 even for a first down.
Yes, sir.
Now, Aaron Randolph is 10 rushes, 70 yards. Timmons, 10 rushes, 67. That's a pretty good average.
It is.
But again, you got to stop him.
And not only have we not stopped them, we haven't come close to it. They've made 3rd down twice. I mean, that's really hard to believe. High snap to Chandler, and they got him.
Yep. Gang tackle that time.
That's one where, and again, they had great penetration on the line that time.
Loss of 2.
2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
Again, next week we will be at Hampton to face the Hampton Talbots, who are battling for the final playoff spot here in the Greater Allegheny.
And remember, they
at Mars Planets tonight.
They were unbeaten last year in conference.
Yeah, they had a lot of guys graduate. Coach Chuck DiMatteo retired. And now Steve Shulo is taking over, the former Deer Lakes head man.
Bad snap.
Timmons going to roll to the right. They're chasing him. Timmons in trouble, and down he goes. Nick McNeely, the defensive end, was in there from the beginning, and he messed that one up. And Timmons is sacked back at the 40-yard line.
And the Armstrong bench erupts, Mike.
And that's a big one. That's a 14-yard loss.
Third and 25.
Third and 26 now. And 2 snaps in a row have come back to haunt Highlands. The wheels definitely fallen off tonight.
Yep, got to get half back now, Mike. You might as well go for it on 4th down, huh?
Oh, sure. 5:20 left, 3rd quarter. Randolph motions out of the formation, and now Armstrong doesn't like what they see. So they quickly call a timeout at 5:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, Mike, don't you hate when you need work done around the house but can't get anyone to call you back? Or even worse, when you finally get in touch with someone, they don't finish the job properly? Well, put those problems aside, because B&E Home Renovations has been executing home projects in the AK Valley from the start to finish for over a decade. If you're spending your hard-earned money on renovating your home, you expect the job to be done right. Not only does B&E do it all from basements to roofs, they also bring a refreshing level of professionalism to every job for the first call. Experience the difference today? Call 724-351-3172 or visit their Facebook page and take the first step in making your home a better place. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
So the Rams now will have the 3rd and 26 play. They'll go pistol. Randolph motions out of the formation. Timmons is back, steps up, throws down the middle, and it's caught. Close to the sticks. It is a 1st down and more. This is White. He's at the 15-10, and he's going to drive down near the goal line. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line.
Kyan Klein made the stop, but not until White.
Braden White with just a tremendous individual effort after he caught the football.
Well, they got the 1st down and then some, Mike.
57 yards, is that what we got there?
Now 166 yards for Chandler.
The Rams really need to hurry up here. You know, clock's winding. They don't have the play in.
I think from here you just have Chandler go in, push it forward.
1st and goal at the 2. After that 57-yard reception, Timmons takes it and goes in for the touchdown. He was moving forward before they snapped that ball. It's a good thing they didn't catch him. But Chandler is in the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown.
It took it 30 seconds too long to do that, though, Mike.
It really did. And it's 42-27. And we have a Highlands player getting up slowly. And now they're getting off the field. Boy, Braden White, what an individual effort after he caught that pass. Caught it right at the sticks, too.
And long snapper James Zaviglia.
Again, Mike, it's not for lack of offense. They got to find a way to stop my defense. Like you said, there are lots of time left. 4:10 here in the 3rd quarter.
And here's the kick. And it's good. At 4:10 left of the 3rd, it's a 2-touchdown game again.
Highlands 28.
And now coming off injured, the man that was down was Devin Withrop, the center, and he's over to the bench to get looked at.
Been a long night for him tonight too, Mike.
So Timmons is running in his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. It's 42-28.
Speaking of rushing, Mike, 2 running backs in the news this week. Locally, Braylon Lovelace of Leechburg became the 82nd member of the 4,000-yard club in the WPL. He's going to play linebacker at Pitt. You know who was the first member of the AK Valley to join the 4,000-yard club?
Brandon Williams.
Very good. And guess what?
We were there. It was 25 years ago, probably 97.
And who'd they beat?
Spurl, fortunately. It was raining like a hurricane. I was hanging onto the goalpost that night. I did my Jim Cantori.
45-28.
Kyan Klein at the 20.
Block in the back. Nobody called it.
And Klein drags it up to the 35-yard line. He does not go down easy, number 1, Kyan Klein, and he's only a sophomore.
Hayes on a tackle along with Saunders. There was a block in the back. No call, though. Nope.
Armstrong will take over at their own 36-yard.
4:02 left third quarter. First down, Riverhawks on the 36. 42-28.
Now, do they come out with that same pace, Mike?
You would think. I think they're probably afraid that they're going to mess themselves up if they don't. It's Patton is a running back. I don't think he's gotten a call here in the second half yet. He does. No, he doesn't. Olson's going to run a draw. Olson's hit, and they get him as he gets ahead to the 48-yard line. Bender and Timmons bring him down after a 2-yard gain.
Like, that's the first time they had anybody in backfield this half. They've been running empty
Yeah,
backfield.
I thought so. Yeah, Patton hadn't had a carry. Neither is Caden. They've thrown every play. Maybe that's why. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 4 for 5 through the air. 2nd and 8. Olson back. They're after him.
Yeah.
They got him, and down he goes. Daniel Long.
Got home that time. That's Long's 2nd sack of the night. 6th tackle. And again, going to make it 3rd and long.
If Daniel Long is marching toward the all-time Highlands record for sacks in a season, he's getting close.
Yeah, I had him with 15 coming in tonight.
Do you know who that person is? It is Mitch DeZort.
Mitch DeZort, yep.
Olson back with time, and he throws, and even if it is caught, it's short of the sticks. It is pulled in. Nice diving catch by Isaiah Brown. My goodness, are they going to have to punt?
First time tonight, would it be, Mike?
And now things change a little bit, don't they?
Yep.
7-yard pickup to the 39.
Only down 2 scores, Mike, with a chance to get one back here. That's good news for the Golden Rams.
Olson has completed 11 passes for 404 yards.
But we're still in it, Mike.
Sure are. 4th and 7. Chrisman will punt it.
They're going to take their time right now.
Braden White is the deep man. Yeah, now's a good time to take time off. Here's the snap, and Chrisman, it was a funky snap. It got into his body. And Braden should just let that one go. And the Riverhawks will pick it up. That's number 88, Connor Jacobs, and the Rams have it back down 2 touchdowns at 2:03 left third quarter.
Very interesting. Like the other running back everybody's talking about is a kid out of Oil City named Ethan Knox. This kid has had 6 400-plus yard games. Now, here's the thing about him. He averages 45 carries per game.
Hello.
And the question is, some of our top backs in the WPL, like a Luke Bombalski, what if he carried it 45 times? How many would he have?
The quarterback gets dizzy turning around, handing it to him. It's like the old Harry Beckwith offense at Katanning. 1st and 10. Yep. Timmons keeps it, and Timmons now has some room. He's up over the 25, the 30, and steps out of bounds with a first down at the 33-yard line.
Great fake that time, Mike.
12 runs for 12. First down, Highlands.
Jack Velasic that time. Could not get to Timmons.
Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. 1:55 left of the third quarter. 42-28.
Good news, Whitford's back out over the ball, Mike.
I think that's a lot of guys coming in and out of the lineup tonight. High snap, they give it to Randolph. Randolph starts and stops. Here he comes up over the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, and he's dragged down at the 25-yard line. Aaron Randolph brought down by Isaiah Brown. Oh my goodness, when he turns it on, he's got an extra gear, Dean.
He did a great job of cutting that up too, Mike. 42 on that play.
42 yards.
Puts him over 100. 112 yards now.
Down at the Armstrong.
Now again, Mike, they got to get up to the ball and get a snap. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 25.
Yeah, Mike, they score here. 7-point game.
Timmons going to keep it. Timmons spins ahead and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. You know what the new school says in this situation, don't you?
What's that?
That if you score a touchdown here, you're supposed to go for 2.
That would be the new school.
I mean, it is. I don't know that I necessarily agree with it, but that's what's done a lot. Because the thinking is, okay, if you get it and you make the 8, then you only need. Then if you score a touchdown extra point, you win. All right. If you don't make the 2, then you still have a chance to go for 2 the next time to get it tied. Then that's what new school analytics tells you. I'm sure the guy in San Diego or the Los Angeles Chargers would be doing that after he goes for it from 4th and 1 on his 12. You know.
Bill Heath used to have a card with all that information.
Yeah, that stuff's not pretty much. That card's pretty much out the window now. They have actually torn that up. It's like. That's Dick Vermeil came up with that, and he's ancient, you know. Timmons back. He's going to throw it. Oh, and a leaping catch at the 20-yard line by Landon Signorella down to the 18. He's going to be short of the first down, though. Is that Landon's first grab of the night? They're going to put him at the 19-yard line for a 6-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 4 on what will be the final play of the third quarter. But the Rams are mounting a comeback here. We've seen this fish before against these guys. Will they be able to pull it off? That's the end of 3 with a score. Armstrong 42 and Highlands 28. I'll tell the folks about Unflood It now, and then we'll get to trivia. It's in my stack of stuff. Has your home or business been damaged by water or mold? And you know how stressful that situation can be. Maybe the locker room staff here will be calling Unflood It. And they'll be here to help. From a broken pipe to sewer backup or flooding. Sounds like that fits. They have the expertise to get your home dry and ready for repairs. When it comes to mold in your home, they'll come in, assess the situation, and put together a game plan for removing the mold and keep it from coming back. Visit unflooded.com or call Brian Mara anytime, 888-650-7767. Unflooded, your family-owned and operated team for emergency water repair in the AK Valley.
Well, Mike, you know my numbers guy, right?
Yes, sir.
How about this? Armstrong scored 14 in the first, 14 in the second, and 14 in the third. Highlands didn't score in the first. They scored 14 in the second and 14 in the third. It's all been 14s. Unfortunately, Armstrong has 14 more, but Highlands is threatening. Trivia tonight, Mike, we're going to talk about Caden Olson. He's moving up on the WPL list of most yards in a career. Who's number 1?
The all-time passing list?
Yes, sir.
Is it a Brumbaugh?
It is a Brumbaugh. Which one?
Oh, and the thing that messes you up is one of them like went to Seton LaSalle just for fun, while the other one stayed at South Fayette. I'm going to go Luke Brumbaugh.
Close. Christian. 7,164 yards.
That's a lot of yards.
Now here's a bonus to that question, Mike.
All right.
Who's number 2? And I'm going to help you out here.
That's not a Brumbaugh?
Not a Brumbaugh.
How about Lenny Williams?
How about a guy from Montour?
How about a guy from Montour?
Saw him play.
We saw him play.
6,899 yards. Not too shabby, as Deuce would say.
Oh. Was it Banks?
No, he went to Notre Dame. Remember?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and Sinclair showed him up a couple times.
He did.
How about a Dylan Bushell?
Ah, yes. We did see him.
We did.
Beagle. Dylan Beagle.
Beagle, Boucher,
Beagle.
whatever you want to call him, he still has 6,000.
He went to Duquesne, I think?
800. I know the Brumbaugh kid did. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
he
think
went.
Dylan Beagle
Yeah.
might have gone to Duquesne also. Yeah, we had that rain again. That was the night that, which Gillette brother was that? Was that Isaiah Gillette?
Had
Picked up the fumble and ran it back for a touchdown, and we got the win down there.
That was a weird night. Remember rain?
It was raining, misting. There was a hurricane. Some people were stuck in Florida in a hurricane that night. They couldn't be at the game, Heasley. Remember that.
All right, let's get the Gold Rams to go to work here, starting the fourth quarter, trailing by 14. How about we score 14? They don't score any. We can keep that streak alive.
How about we score
14?
15 and they don't score any?
That's even better. Here we go. Strapped down at home. Going to be a long fourth
Third
quarter.
and 4.
Well, we are in 4-down territory. That is.
Timmons will throw it. Sprints to the right. He looks. He fires. Oh, through a couple of hands.
Almost caught by the guy in his back there, Mike.
Yeah, there were like 3 pairs of hands. It started off with Jack Valisic, the cornerback, and then Randolph gave it a shot, and then Sid gave it a shot, and it's 4th down. Fourth and 4.
And Braden White was on his back, Mike. He almost got that.
Yeah. This can be one of those where you get the patterns and get everybody going and just let Chandler run for this.
25 passes tonight for Chandler so far. Should be 15. 15. We need one more here, that's for sure.
Now they're going to run it. And Randolph takes off. Randolph's at the 10.
What a
Randolph
move.
is into the end zone.
Yes.
Touchdown, Highlands.
7-point game. Do they go for the 2 here, Mike?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they think of the new school analytics. Randolph up to 130. Look out.
Great moves that time. 18 yards for the touchdown.
They're going to kick it and go conventional, which doesn't surprise me with Matt. Randolph's second of the night. A 19-yarder. Babbitt's kick is on its way, and it's good. At 11:45 left of the fourth quarter. Don't go away. Your new score is Armstrong 42, Highlands 35. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Back deep for Armstrong, number 2.
I just got an alert from Channel 11 that final scores are rolling in.
We got 11:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. We've seen 11 touchdowns, speaking of 11. How about that, Mike?
Babbitt will kick it off. I don't exactly see the hands team up for the Riverhawks.
No.
Defense held them last time, though. First 3 and out of the night. The Rams need to force a turnover. Maybe Kai and Klein will drop one of these finally. And it's a bouncer.
Not that time. Good bounce.
It is, and we got a flag down as it comes up to Max Zablocki. He brings it up to the 47-yard line, but there's a marker down behind the play. This could help.
Saunders made the tackle.
They haven't exactly been beset by too many penalties tonight. They've only committed 3. Let's see if this is number 4. The flag's at the 41, which would help if it's a 10-yarder. Holding. There it is. A holding call against Armstrong. So we'll take it back to the 31-yard line.
Holding call by the Riverhawks. Puts the ball back to the Riverhawks 31-yard line. Take over first.
Mentioned the temperature was in the mid-50s when we started tonight.
Not now. I brought
50 degrees right now.
2 sets of clothes.
It's 2 degrees warmer than it was last week. How's that?
Before and after sundown. You're going back to the
They
5
go
up.
empty.
Here comes
He throws it, and it's caught
behind that screen
by Olson. He gets up over the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Long put the heat on him, but he got it off beforehand. Signorella and Bender on the stop. And Mike, now they're going to go back to speed him up.
2nd and 4.
up this side here. Loosen up number 30. Up on.
Olson comes up and calls an audible. Watches for the
Green shirts across the way.
yeah, the
everything in.
yeah, the PennDOT guys over there. Olson throws it, got a man wide open. Now that's where they're just playing a little bit further back and going to try to tackle the catch. Olson comes up and gets it at the 48-yard line. That's a first down for Armstrong. Stops the bleeding a little bit.
Signorella makes a stop, but that's right, Mike. Pick your poison. Play off loose, he'll go short. Play tight, he'll go long. Ashton Hadachek not in there, Mike. He has his pads off.
First and 10 Armstrong at the 49. The clock winds to 10:50 left, third quarter.
See who they replaced him with. Hayes is out there at linebacker, Mike.
Now Olson looking to the sideline. Again, no play clocks functioning tonight, so it's on the field. Olson with the blitz. He throws it
down
on the screen, and it's caught, but it's caught at the line of scrimmage. Klein caught it and maybe gets a yard.
Gain there, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. You see they're going slower now.
Getting down to the line of scrimmage, Mike, but they are not in a rush.
2nd and 9.
10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlands down by 7.
Patton is the sidecar. Boys, Daniel Long ready to come. Rams show blitz.
Yes.
Olson is back. They're going to try another screen pass. It is caught and plunging ahead to the 45-yard line is Alex Patton. And boy, they look like the Rams had him stopped for shorter than that. He gets 5.
Yep, that was all effort on his part, Mike.
And here we go, another 3rd and 4.
We can stop him here, Mike. Be big.
They stopped him on the last 3rd down play in the 3rd period. They were 3rd and 14. Olson throws it, caught by Brown. First down at the Highlands 36. And they have not run the ball in this series at all.
Good for a Armstrong first down at the Golden Rams 36-yard line.
And again, Mike, he's doing what you're giving him. You want to take a long pass, he'll go short. Connor Jacobs in a lineup at tight end.
First down at the Highlands 36.
This is a must stop, Mike. You can't let him score here.
And they have a field goal kicker too, remember that. Well, the Rams desperately need a turnover. They forced 15 this year, none tonight. Olson to Brown, got good blocking over there. Brown at the 30, the 25, down the sideline and out of bounds with a first down at the Highlands 19-yard line.
Screen pass been very effective in the second half.
Now they know the Rams want to come, so they're letting them come, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
17 more.
Armstrong has the ball at the 18-yard line.
.453 yards for Olson.
What a night.
There's a give to Patton. He's on his way. Patton is spun down at the 2-yard line.
Signorella stops him, but boy, that was a big hole that time, Mike, because again, you're coming after Olson. That's open underneath.
The Gold Rams 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2.
George Gott is going to run out of ink over there, Mike. Writing this up for the Valley tonight.
Olson taking his time now. Patton, touchdown.
Easy. Untouched from 2 yards out.
They are blocking the run better than anyone has blocked the run against Highlands this year. Patton goes in. He takes it the last 16 yards. 14 on the first one, 2 on the last one.
His first score of the evening. And a chance to go back up 14.
And this just comes down to the fact that the Rams just can't stop them. They've stopped them once. Rams are offside. Kick was good anyway.
Blew before though, Mike. Yeah.
Flag on a play, offsides against the Gold Rams.
So they stopped it, blew it dead.
So we'd have to re-kick it or take the point. I think they have to.
Yeah, they did blow it dead. So as you said, they did knock that down. So 7:33 left.
Reed will try the extra point again.
So we'll move it a yard and a half closer, and Reed will give it another shot. He hasn't missed. And it's up. And it's good.
And the kick by
49 to 35. Coming into tonight, Highlands had allowed 91 points. They've allowed 49 tonight.
That'd be half, Mike. By the way, Aaron Randolph was tied with Luke Bombalski with 60 points coming into tonight. He takes that lead with his 2 touchdowns tonight. Luke, again, second week in a row he's been out.
Now located in beautiful downtown Trenton, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is dedicated to serving great La Prima espresso coffee and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolate. Born out of love for great chocolate, remarkable coffee, and a sense of giving back to the community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for friends and family. Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is located at 206 Corbett Street in Trenton, and they're open every day till 3. Check out their website at harvestmoonc2.com. That's Harvest Moon, the letter C, the number 2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind.
Words of wisdom, Michael.
I say.
Yep.
7:33 to go.
By the way, did you see the end of the Central Catholic Penn Hills game?
I did.
Ended on a blocked field goal that Central Catholic's 270-pound lineman, Anthony Shovlin, picked up, ran in for the winning touchdown as time elapsed.
Now, the Penn Hills players thought they won the game.
Yes, they ran.
They blocked it. They thought the game was over, but the ball was behind the line of scrimmage. You're allowed to pick that up. It puts you in mind of an NFL game way back when Chester Markle was kicking for the Green Bay Packers. They blocked the ball back. It blocked back into his arms. He caught it, and he ran it into the end zone in overtime and won the game for Green Bay.
How about that?
So that's where we'd seen that one before.
By the way, Mike, that highlight has 800,000 hits on it. I say when they get to 1 million,
call us.
Come see us.
Yeah.
Because we have over 1 million hits on the House of Highlights when Luke Cochran passed the ball to Johnny
And
Price.
ankles were broken.
Ankles broken.
And Johnny.
Backboard almost shattered.
Exactly. Here's Johnny.
With authority, huh?
I remember Stosh didn't want them to score there. The game was over. He just wanted them to hold on to the ball.
All right, Mike, 40 years ago, Steve Kosecki returned an 86-yard kickoff and a 49-yard punt return. We beat Greensburg 19-13. How about we get that kick return right now?
Well, that would be quickly, yeah.
Yep, that's how you can do it. I remember Kosecki. He was a good player.
Yes, sir. Here's Reed to kick it off. White and Randolph for the deep men. It's a long one.
Let's take it back. Come on, let's go.
White to the 7.
Mr. Kosecki.
15.
93.
Ooh, did he get hit hard by Ethan Ekman, a sophomore. He stood him up straight up and knocked White down at the 27-yard line. 7:25 to go.
Steve Kosecki would be 58 years old, Mike.
Dean, I have a question. Is there a curfew at midnight?
My curfew's 10, brother.
Okay.
I'm getting close.
It is 9:41, real time.
Real time.
Try to shorten this. We don't quite get you the Lindsey Nelson Notre Dame version, shorten it up, but we're going to try.
We turn to further action in the fourth quarter.
First down, Rams at their 26. Again, keep scoring, fellas. And Randolph is hitting the backfield. Look out over here now. He gets free from one man, and they're going to put a hurting on Aaron. back at the 23.
Handoff to Aaron Randolph.
No, it could have been a whole lot worse than that, actually.
Yeah, loss of 3 on the play. He said it could have been worse.
3, bring up second and 13.
Aaron Randolph had a problem with his helmet. He's coming up to the sideline.
So we'll see. Officials usually make, equipment problems, make sure those get taken care of. Julius Saunders back in the backfield now. Timmons will throw it.
Uh-oh.
And he fires it down the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Isaiah Brown. Brown up over the 45. And he's brought down by Julius Saunders at the 38-yard line, and that's probably going to do it.
He had pressure coming that time, Mike, for number 88, Connor Jacobs. And again,
that's a
got rid of it. Yep.
First turnover of the game. Hard to believe.
Yes, well, not hard to believe when there's 49-35 when there's
I guess you're, well, but you would have thought some of
points.
those might have been scored because of, miscues.
84 points, Mike. Wow.
Last week, Armstrong, in their game against Mars, won 55-31. It was the highest scoring game in Armstrong history. It may last 7 days.
That's the truth. And, we scored 56 last week ourselves.
And there's Patton, and there he goes. It lasted 7 days.
Yes.
Touchdown.
39 yards, Alex Patton. And when it rains, it pours, Mike.
Patton goes over 100. And the Highlands fans are heading to the exits. It is 55-35.
Eight touchdowns the night for Armstrong. We've usually imposed our will, but tonight you got to give the Armstrong kids credit, Mike. They've come here.
Hunter Reed is going to need the whirlpool.
Well, Babinsack did it last week. He's doing it tonight.
6:07 to go, fourth quarter. Armstrong 56, Highlands 35. Timeout. We'll be right back.
Back deep for the goal Rams, number 1 Aaron.
So this just in, the Riverhawks have scored again. This one, we've gone to 91 points. That obliterates the all-time record they set last week in their win against Mars. When that was 55-31, this is 56-35.
Well, Birdie picked Highlands 28-21.
Beware anybody that catches these guys in the playoffs. They can score.
The fumbler did pick Armstrong, though.
Here's the kick. And it is Burford over the 30. And he goes to the 37-yard line.
27.
Spun off his feet by Chase Jablonski and Ethan Ekman.
Blocky, 17 and 27.
Well, the fumbler had it 28-21. They was only off by
That was halftime.
60 points.
He meant halftime.
Exactly.
27, Ethan Ekman.
Heck, last time we were here, the fumbler was here, wasn't he?
That's the rumor.
He's first down, Highlands on their 37. Again, next week at Hampton to close out the regular season. Every year those two teams have played in this century, the winner of that game has made the playoffs.
He went old school this week, the fumbler, to my old hometown areas, talking about different nicknames for teams, Mike. The Golden Flashes played the Jackrabbits. Any idea who those two teams would
My
be?
goodness, the Jackrabbits was probably yeah, that had to be.
My old
Could that be
hometown
Rankin?
area. Rankin. Golden Flashes was
I don't. Braddock.
Swishville.
Swissvale.
And then the Tigers played the Raiders. That would be who? Tigers.
The Tigers.
Longest winning streak for a long time in WPL.
Would that be Braddock?
Braddock Tigers against the Scott High Raiders.
The Scott High Raiders.
We are the Raiders.
Nobody's allowed to be the Raiders anymore either. There's a give to Saunders, and there's nowhere to go. Saunders is hit behind the line of scrimmage. 76 is Donovan Hutchins. The penalty against Highlands was for substitution. That was the 5-yard penalty while we were walking down memory lane. You get any more because it's a perfect time for it.
Well, they also had Homestead playing. Who was Homestead playing? Who was up the road from Homestead?
The Homestead high-level bridges? Well, West Mifflin probably didn't exist
Yes.
yet.
Well, it was West Mifflin, North and South back in the
Oh, they had two schools. Second down and long. Rams behind the chains on that penalty, and then they had the loss on the Saunders run. Timmons is back. Timmons is going to fire it, and it is incomplete. Coming back on it and making a fine defensive play was Jack Valasek, the cornerback, to knock it away. Pass was intended for Rondell Hewlett.
Nice timing on that defensive play.
15. Broken up by number 15, Jack Valasek.
Third down, 17 now. 4:49 to go. I think Armstrong's going to hit the rankings here. Probably going to replace Highlands, you figure?
You would think.
White comes to the near side of the field. Hewlett out to the right. Now White's the motion man. Saunders is the sidecar.
Bender grabbing motion.
Saunders going to get it. Saunders slips. I can get a little slippery out there this time, and now you can feel the coolness starting to descend. Loss of a couple.
Makes it fourth down. And there's
Fourth and
discussion.
19, and now what?
I think we have a TV timeout, Michael.
The Rams have called time at 4:25 to go. I think they'll have one more of those. We'll catch that one when we get that one. So, again, next week we will be at Hampton to wrap up this season that can still be a great season. And this is going to be, well, it's going to be Matt Bonoslawski's first loss, and he's going to have some work to do this week.
Yeah, Mike, like I said, things didn't get off to a good start here tonight. And camo didn't work. The locker rooms didn't work. And Armstrong has been working. 14 points each of the 4 quarters, Mike.
Yeah, that's pretty balanced. Too balanced for the Rams to handle tonight. The Rams have scored 35 points. If somebody came to me before this game and said the Highlands is going to score 35, I would have liked our chances.
And I think, Mike, the one thing we talked about in the pregame was getting to Olsen. We haven't done that tonight. We've only had 2 sacks.
2 sacks, and that's been a problem.
He's had 1, 2, 3, and 4 tonight, Mike.
Landon Signorella back to punt. He's averaging 50. They don't think so. They got nobody back. And there's the punt, and he's going to get a good one on this one. He does. He has a great leg.
Come on, guys.
It bounced backwards. Get down there,
go.
fellas. And they kill it at the 46. First down, Riverhawks. Now let's see if they're going to try to wind some time their own selves.
I would think so, Mike.
4:13 to go.
Anthony Mistrick down that one. And like I said, Caden Olsen would have showed tonight. Last couple drives have been Alex Patton, though. That's one thing they didn't have a couple years ago, Mike. No running game whatsoever.
Yeah, they could not run the ball to run the clock out.
They've had it here tonight. And here goes Patton.
And here's
again.
Patton. 2 hands on the football up to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
Bender on a tackle. Bender, 9th tackle this evening.
Patton's gone for 108. Armstrong, very close to 600 yards total offense tonight. You heard me right.
Wow. Who'd have thunk it, huh, Mike?
Aliquippa beat Char Valley tonight, 61-7. Central Valley 55, West A 7, and West A is not bad.
Yeah, they're ranked 5th. Well. There's a big difference between 1, 2, and 3, isn't there?
That's for sure. Burl beat Derry 30-8. Olson keeps it. I don't know that I'd do that.
I wouldn't either. That's your franchise right there. Timmons and Bender on the stop.
Caden Olson's grandfather's over there going, what are you doing?
Met his dad tonight. Very nice guy. He's a chiropractor up in the Armstrong area. And quite proud of his son. He's got a lot to be proud of. My question is his brother, Ian, going to be the heir apparent?
Colt Sprankle's a freshman, and he's a quarterback. He was running out there doing all the same drills that Olson was doing. And he threw one last week. They threw a option pass to him, a double pass, and he threw one down the field. So
I can guarantee you this: I won't be at the JV game tomorrow in Armstrong, to tell you.
Patton with a head of steam, and he gets it down to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Probably go for this. Maybe they'll punt. Don't know. Actually,
only one punt tonight, correct?
That is correct. Jackson Chrisman.
And last week we didn't punt at all, Mike. Kind of ironic, huh?
So anyway, I was looking at scores. I don't have anything on Hampton Mars yet.
It's a big one.
Fourth down. And let the clock run down to 2 minutes. Olson's going to pooch this. No, he's going to run it. They're going to run him, and he's going to be dropped. They ran the option, and he ran into the arms of 73, Logan Leslie, who brought him off his feet. Olson is dropped for a loss of 3, and the Rams will get the ball back here one more time. .154 remaining, and Armstrong is going to walk out of here as the Greater Allegheny Conference champions for the first time in school history.
A lot of happy people up in Ford City and Katanning tonight, Mike.
Hello, Tom Dinga.
Love Tom.
Absolutely. And you think you can write small. You can't beat him.
He had that legal pad full every Saturday morning. That was a great show.
I love that show.
Who was the guy who used to call all the time?
Honda.
That's
Larry Porterfield.
Yes.
And yours truly. There were 3 of us. We helped Tom with the first hour of the broadcast.
And I'd be bringing in tapes.
First down at the 48. Timmons keeps it, and they are waiting for it. Jackson Chrisman, the linebacker, and also 72 Cam Wolf were in there.
Chandler's been a busy guy tonight. 16 rushes and 17 passes.
2nd and 13.
And Mike, you hit on it early. The line play of Armstrong has been outstanding.
Yes, it has. And those big guys up front on both sides. Now, a lot of them are the same, but Ethan Chrisman, Owen Kamer, who came off limping earlier.
Cam Wolf, 72, has done a great job.
1:10 to go. Rams will lick their wounds and come back at it in Hampton Township next Friday to finish out the season.
And we will be there.
And then hopefully, and the give is to Saunders, and he gets it to the 49. Hopefully, the Rams can secure a victory and secure a home game here in the playoffs, because they deserve it.
Well, we'll find out how bad they want it, Mike. We had a home game last year, if you remember.
Yeah, and they were beaten by Newcastle.
Right?
It's hard. It's the last game Newcastle's won, I think.
Yeah, they fell on some hard times there quickly.
Joe Cowart was shown the door after the year, and things have not gone well for them.
He was never popular up there.
He was never popular up there. There were people that were disappointed that they won that game against Highlands because they thought they'd keep him. Not kidding.
And he had some good years, too.
Saunders moves the man around, and Saunders
not going down.
Is not going down. He gets to the 34-yard line. Yeah, that was awkward. 18 yards for Julius.
That's going to do it, Mike.
Yep, clock's going to run. And that is going to wrap it up tonight as the Rams drop their first of the year in Armstrong. Will win the Greater Allegheny Conference Championship on Highlands home field. They win it 56-35. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, we have unfinished business, Mike. Next week against Hampton, it's going to be a very big game for them, and could be for us, depending on some scores tonight. So, got to get back after it and regroup and get ready to go up in Hampton.
All right, thanks to everybody that helped us out here tonight at Highlands. Thanks to cameraman Dan upstairs in the Kenwood. Once again, that final score, Armstrong 56 and Highlands 35. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying so long.